How's it going today, guys? Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to do an unboxing of the Blackstone 22-inch griddle. This one comes with the Fold Flex legs, or Flex Fold legs, and it has a hood. Now the legs are the X shape. You can get the 22-inch with a standard cabinet type base to it, but we went with the Flex Fold legs on this one. That way we may, if we wanted to, store it a little bit easier, because the deck that it's going to go on is only a 10 by 10. So we didn't want something that's going to take up a whole lot of room, and we think this won't. We looked at one that was set up in the store, and we watched a couple videos on it, and we do believe this size right here is going to be perfect for our family. It's just me and my wife, and we'll have occasional friends over. So from what we've seen, this right here should be perfect for us. So we'll get this thing unboxed, we'll get it set up, we'll go over some of the features of it, and I do have some must-have accessories that I'll go over too, for when you do purchase your Blackstone, and what you really would want to have starting out with your Blackstone. So let's get this thing unboxed and get it set up. As you can see, right when you open the box, you've got all your hardware right here, the knobs. Looks like the base is right on top. Styrofoam, of course. And that's the good styrofoam. Just don't get everywhere. Alright, so let's get this out of the box and start getting it set up. Okay, so I've got it all unboxed here and set out. Not a whole lot of parts to it. So it should be a fairly simple assembly. This is your little hardware packet right here. Screws, nuts, bolts, knobs. They should just pop on real easy. This is your regulator for your propane. I did not see any kind of tape or anything that come with it, so I'll have to look in the instructions to see if there's any kind of tape you need to put around it for leaks. It does have a drip tray. It goes on the back. And of course the good old wheels right here. I'm hoping this stuff comes off pretty easy. Oh yeah, oh wow, look, they actually have it held on with magnets. That's pretty good. But this is on there sticky though. Yeah, that one's a sticker. That one's going to be kind of a pain to get off. I may steam it up first to loosen up the adhesive on it. But it looks like this one here, they have it on there with magnets. So that is good. It does come with your instruction booklet here. It does have a 1-year warranty that comes with it, and you do have your register QR code here, and it looks like it actually comes with a sticker. Nice, comes with a sticker. Alright, so we'll get everything kind of cleared out of the way here, and then we'll start getting it set up. Now this is a close-up look at the inside of the griddle itself, where the heating elements are. They are H-style burners. There is 2 of them. Looks like it should have great coverage with that right there. Nice and clean right now. That won't last long, that's for sure. Alright, we've got the table moved out of the way. Got it set up here on the floor. This instruction booklet is rather thick for as few parts as it has. So I'm figuring that it may have information in here how to get it all seasoned and everything as well. But this is the model 2015. It does have Spanish, French, and English in here, so that is kind of why it's so thick. Now, typically when you purchase something like this, like an entertainment center or a grill, you'll have your little hardware pack right here, and most of the time they'll come with a tool. This did not come with any tools, so be prepared for that. But all you need is a number 2 Phillips head and an 18mm socket. So let's get this instruction booklet opened up and see what we need to do first. Okay, now so the first thing we need to do is we need to turn this piece upside down, because it appears we're going to assemble the legs first, which is kind of good. That way we can get it off the ground and I can get off the floor. Okay, now it appears that this is all that we have to do underneath it. So now we just flip it upright. That way we can get up off the floor. Okay, now we've got it off the floor. Looks like what we need to do next is put the knobs on and the drip tray in the back. Drip tray is pretty simple. It just has a little lip right here, and it just slides right into it, right there. All right, so our next step is to go ahead and put the griddle itself with the hood and place it on top of it. And it does have little notches where it lines up, and you can put the peg down there and slide it forward. That way it locks into place. And there's a little alignment peg in the back. You've got that on each side. Right there. And this is what those pegs look like on the bottom. Got your little peg there with your little notch in it, and then your other peg here on the back. And now, like I said, this is not very heavy. Set right on there. Make sure you got both of them lined up. Slide them forward, and it sets right down in it. Okay, so now one of our final steps here is to actually attach the handle to the front. Okay, so now we've got the handle and everything attached on here. All right, so for the most part, we've got this assembled. Our next step is to go ahead and put on the regulator for the propane. When you tighten this on, I did not say anything about any kind of tape, but I'm gonna look again on the instructions, see if it says anything about any kind of tape on here. Okay, so it does not say anything about putting any kind of tape on here, so it's probably safe to say that it will not leak. Now, it did say in here to go ahead and face that regulator down. So we'll go ahead and loosen this back up and we'll face that straight down. Okay, now we've got this all assembled. Really wasn't complicated to do. Like I said, all you need is an 18mm wrench or socket, and then a number 2 skinny Phillips head screwdriver. And I say the skinny only because of this part right here, because you have to go all the way through to get that screw tightened down. Next step is going to be getting all these papers off of here. Like I said, this one right here is stuck on with a magnet, which is great. But we do have the one over here on the shelf that that's going to be a little more difficult to get off of there. I'm hoping it don't leave any residue. Let's go ahead and try it. We'll slowly do it. Come on. Success. Did not leave any paper on it. Good. I hate it when they put stickers on things like that. So let's go ahead and try to get this one off the top too. See if we have the same success. That is so satisfying when it does not rip and leave residue everywhere. Whew. There we go. All right, so that is the Blackstone 22-inch grill unboxed and assembled. Very, very simple. So now what we're going to do, let me get all this out of the way and bring my table back in, and I'm going to go over some of the accessories that I highly recommend you having. So we'll be right back. I've got all my accessories out here. Now I'm going to go over a few of these that I feel is a must-have when you're cooking on one of these. Now first, you do want to get you some extra drip trays for the back. Depending on how much you're going to use it, you'll probably fill one of these up pretty quick. These are pretty cheap. I think we paid $5 for, looks like, 8 or 9 of them here, probably 10 count says. Get it at your local Walmart. Come in handy. Now this right here, the grill stone, is not much of a necessity because you can use rags. Now your rags will get pretty dirty, but I did pick one of these up. I don't know how often I will actually use this, But if I do use it, I will give a review on how well it works. Now this is one of the most important things you're going to want. This is an instant thermometer. As soon as you open it up, it turns on. You can stick it in whatever you're cooking to make sure it gets up to the right temperature. And I do believe this one is magnetic. But I have heard these get really hot, so you probably don't want to stick it to the side of that. Now this right here, this blade is going to be your best friend when it comes to cooking on a griddle. You will use this for a lot because you'll chop things, and it's used to scrape, to clean your griddle. Will be your best friend. First thing you need to pick up is one of these. Then you want to get a couple of good spatulas. Now these right here, they're a little thicker than I was wanting. $5 a piece. Not a bad price, but you want them to fit good in your hands. That way you can smash your hamburgers, make your stir fry. So you want two good spatulas. And you want your two good squirt bottles. Got these, I think they were 97 cents a piece at Walmart. You want one for your oil, one for your water. That way when you're out there, you can direct your flow exactly where you're wanting to put your oil or your water to cool something down. But these little critters right here, they are magnetic. And they stick on there pretty good. That way you can just hang your spatulas and stuff from it right there. And I am not worried about that falling off at all. It's on there pretty good. Like I said, it does come with 3 and the little, I'm not too sure exactly what this would be called. I just call it a spatula holder. All right, now this is an optional item. You don't have to purchase this. We've got it because we don't want to use the small, basically camper propane tanks is what I call them. Like the little Coleman ones. I don't want to use one of them. So we bought the 20-inch. It looks like it's more than 20 inches when you spread it out here, but it says 20-inch hose, and it just screws into the bottom of that there. That way you can use a full-size propane tank on it. Okay, this right here. This is your griddle seasoning cast iron conditioner. You really want to pick one of these up. You don't have to get the Blackstone brand. I just got it because it was there. What this is you will heat up your griddle, clean it. After you smoke off the water that's on there, you'll put on this one here a tablespoon of this conditioner on it. You'll rub it in on the sides and the bottom. You'll let that smoke off too. You'll do that a minimum of 3 times. That way it seasons this to where you want it to be seasoned at. All right, so that is my unboxing and setup of the Blackstone 22-inch griddle. Cannot wait to use it. It's been a long time since I cooked on a griddle. Loved it when I worked at the Elks Lodge. Loved it when I was on mess duty in the service. Can't wait to make an omelet on it. Can't wait to do some smash burgers on there. It's going to be great. Like I said, when the weather gets nice enough outside for me to put this on the back deck, because we did forget to buy the cover. Would recommend getting a cover as well as these other things here. Get a cover for it. But as soon as the weather is nice enough, we will get it out on the deck. I will get video of seasoning, how to season this, and I will get the first meal that we cook on here, which will probably be burgers. All right. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon that way you can be notified when I do future uploads. Hopefully have some other things coming with this. I might make a little series of cooking on the griddle to go along with my motorcycle content. But until next time, everybody, stay safe.